Hello everybody and welcome to another All Maverick reaction episode with me, Alan, and Jeremy.
Hello.
So I suddenly had a couple of thoughts and I did message you one of these about the last episode. It suddenly popped into my head that the thing the dwarves were looking at in the chest at the end of that last episode, maybe it was, I did message you this, that maybe it was mithril. You know, from their mining, and that's what they'd been looking for. It would make sense because it does have that kind of glow to it. Something else that we didn't mention or we didn't realise because of different naming styles, I think where they were in that dwarven city, it was Khazad-dûm. I think that's where they were. Yeah. Yeah, that is Moria.
Oh, it is Moria.
That is Moria.
Oh, okay.
That's its proper name.
Okay.
Moria.
I think they actually referred to that in the film, don't they?
Yeah. He goes Khazad-dûm.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the Lord of the Rings, the Rings of Power, Episode 3. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's roll in 3, 2, 1, go. Onto the boat.
Yeah, are we on the boat? Oh, no.
Oh, no. Yeah.
God, is that like... Is that scaly armor or is that their bodies? Oh god, these are fucking creepy. Well, they captured him as well then, and the rest of them.
Oh, cool, all of them. Oh, they made you guys look stupid.
I like the colours.
We're nearly there.
Nearly where?
Home.
Yeah, that's good information.
That's useful. Oh, got the knife. I was thinking of there. I was thinking
Aragonarth. Is it Aragonarth? The big statues in the mountains. Can you remember?
I don't know.
The beginning of
yeah, I know what you mean.
Towers.
What you mean at the end of at the end of Fellowship.
Long have I
those were
desired
like...
to look on the kings of old.
The island kingdom of Númenor.
Númenor.
There you go.
It's quite an impressive place. That's a long old walk if that's where they're heading.
Yeah. But I hope they got one of those dwarven lifts.
Must be a very long time then since elves were there.
I would guess so.
And the elf is to be restricted to palace grounds.
I will not be made a prisoner.
I would sooner kneecap a stallion than seek to imprison the mighty commander of the Northern Army.
I've never heard the term kneecap a stallion.
You should be Númenor's guest.
You'll go to prison.
Yeah. Doesn't seem very guesty.
No, he stole it off the guy.
Yeah.
Nice work.
There's only a room full of people watching you exchange that dagger. Lucky they weren't looking. Lucky they weren't glanced that way when you traded.
It's a guard right behind
open.
her.
Yeah. That's a Isildur. You know who a Isildur is, right?
No,
He's the king who won't throw the ring into the...
Oh, God blimey.
Isildur! Throw the ring!
We are quite close then in terms of timeline.
Yeah, like the time must have... you know, there was that idea of it being like thousands of years before, but I guess that's just the very start of the story.
No, but it was, but the ring was lost for like a long time, wasn't it?
It was, yeah.
It was lost for yeah, I think it was lost for about that sort of time because it was at the bottom of that river.
True. It was a long time it was lost. That is right.
There you are. Very
A living reminder that their eyes and their judgment are ever upon us.
So they've got a white tree as well.
In my experience, it is unwise to live
Yeah.
Same as Gondor.
Yeah, it's a bit different to Gondor's tree though, isn't it? Gondor doesn't have
the
all
same kind of idea about like the
Yeah.
leaves on the tree and stuff.
Yeah.
Common name, if Elendil, that is truly your wish, then I shall have to ask you to perform a service.
I like him. She seems a dick.
It has earned its place
These orcs
in
look
these
cool.
lands.
Yeah, they're really good.
Look at this guy. Look at this jolly lad.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
Oh, fuck. It's got to be filmed in New Zealand, right?
Yeah, we need to look it up, don't we?
Yeah.
We didn't look it up last time. So no, I know that after The Hobbit left a whole mess of a situation behind in New Zealand after filming there.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, like, just like a load of like shit with like rights for actors and stuff. I can't remember all the details of it now, but I know it did not go as well as Lord of the Rings.
That slow-mo with the horse.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, 2 throat. Oh, 3. Oh, bloody hell.
a big old bitch slap there. Oh! That looks fun to find anything.
But it looks a lot neater than the Archives of Gondor when Gandalf went there to find information on the ring.
Wait a moment. I must be blind. This is no sigil.
Oh, it's the mountains with
Of the
yeah.
Southians. To create a realm of their own, where evil would not only endure, but thrive.
Is this creating the creation of Mordor?
Yeah, Mordor's on Middle Earth.
No.
Southlands is that a separate place, isn't it?
No, the Southlands is just a part of it, isn't it? Isn't that just the southern area?
Oh,
Is
okay.
it not just the Southland? Like, is it not just the southern part of it?
Oh, I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it is.
I need a map. Can we get a map?
We need a map.
Here we go. Here's a map.
Yeah.
The Southlands are Mordor.
The Southlands are Mordor.
Well, we'll become Mordor. Yeah.
Okay.
I found a map.
Okay. So the Southlands are... Okay, so that is on Middle Earth then. Okay. Fuck's he doing?
He's right there. Seems a bit worryingly close to the fact that he's double their height.
Yeah.
But you're going to be careful. That close to catch
Yeah.
fire. Bolvo bulgeable.
We all loved him, but he was an idiot.
Egypt.
Oh fuck,
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
mate, too close.
Uh-oh. This isn't going well.
Fucking hell, he's absolutely trashing it. I told you, get him to pull the cart.
No way.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. She's in trouble.
Fuck, now's
Hey.
the time you choose to use my name correctly.
And the Brandyfoot cart will be with us. At the back of the caravan. At the back. At the back.
Yeah, so we'll get left behind.
Yeah.
Oh, they're struggling big time.
Told you, put him to work. He's massive.
Yeah.
He won't struggle.
Can we help him? Can we, Lan? Can we bring him?
Can we keep him?
Like a pet.
Okay, we can keep him, but we've got to get him neutered.
Yeah.
His cloak's like snake. Oh.
Oh, nice.
Oh, he's making you look like a dickhead. Oh. Oh.
Oh, nice. Burn, orcs, burn.
Well, that one looks proper mental.
Yeah.
That one's got well bulgy eyes. Like their eyes aren't normally quite so bulbous. Oh. Instantly fucks you up.
Yeah. Oh, fucking hell. That was gnawing into it. Oh, Jesus.
Fucking hell, it loves a bit of chest rippage, doesn't it? Looks like meat's back on the... Oh, no, it's not. I should have said it earlier, when it was munching other people.
Oh, shit. Where did that arrow come from?
One of those guys in the background, they didn't realise there were people out there, look.
Oh, fuck. Are we thinking Adar Sauron?
Well, they said
Sauron,
he's
then, are we?
Adar Sauron.
Yeah.
They said that earlier on, didn't they? That could be one of the names he's using.
Ah.
I guess we'll have to wait till next week to find out. How did that one sit with you?
Just as good as the other two. How about you?
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I thought it was
Yeah.
good. It felt like it jumped around a bit less, at least for like the first half or so. The first half there was a lot of time spent with like Galadriel and and Halbrand, and a little bit with the elves there.
Yeah.
Less so with Nori and that lot, but then we got a bit more of them in the second half of the episode.
Yeah. No, it was really nice. I forgot the place name again.
Which place? Númenor.
Númenor.
Yeah.
Númenor. Yeah, that was a really cool.
Yeah.
Really cool place, and I'm guessing. Obviously, it's not referenced. I don't recall it being referenced in the Lord of the Rings films.
I don't think
so. It's not part of Middle Earth.
No, it's further off.
Yeah.
It's like off the western coast, isn't it?
Yes.
So yeah, it's definitely interesting starting to learn a little bit more about the geography of the world, because like we say, like a lot of what happens, everything that happened within Lord of the Rings is in a relatively small place.
Yeah.
So it's interesting to see, to get to see a little bit more of it.
Yeah, because there were armies that, especially like to fight for Sauron, didn't they? They did travel from different areas, to Middle Earth.
Yeah, there were like the Easterlings and stuff like that.
It's, obviously, I don't think it's ever referenced this kingdom, but whether they are still around, just kind of keeping themselves to themselves, maybe. Or whether there is some form of well, we know that the son obviously goes over, don't we? Because he becomes the king of men and
that's the thing, isn't it? That's quite an interesting thing that we've seen here. Obviously, this is, aside from like Galadriel and Elrond, who you kind of, because they're elves, right? You expect to see some of them over such a long period of time, but it's interesting to see like a human, who we're aware of. Obviously, only from the first 5 minutes of Lord of the Ring, of the Fellowship of the Ring, but it means that it feels like we must be a lot closer in timelines to things happening than maybe we initially thought.
Yeah. Well, we're definitely. I think we're definitely closer to that battle, the final battle.
That's what I mean. Yeah,
we're definitely closer to that point. 100%.
And then, the battle with Sauron taking the ring from. I mean, at this point, we must be could be maybe 30 years out from that.
Yeah.
At a guess, assuming Isildur is around 20-ish. Assuming he was maybe around 50-ish.
I think from his look maybe in the films, you'd have probably put him in his 50s, wouldn't you?
Yeah, it's hard to say as well, of course, because he had the ring, and whilst he had the ring, if it's anything like Bilbo, it would have stopped him from aging.
Yeah, that's
would
true.
have kept him younger.
Yeah.
So
but he
harder
didn't.
to say.
Yeah, but he didn't have the one ring until the end of that battle, and he looked pretty much.
No, that's what. He
actually died quite soon. But he died quite soon after that, didn't he?
I
don't think he did. Yeah, because he did say it slowly turned.
I think it was a while.
Yeah,
I think it was a little while before.
Yeah. I think it's just how the flashbacks.
Sure.
It's almost like how the flashbacks were done, though, wasn't it? The flashbacks almost like it was him riding away from the battle, and it.
Yeah, but it wasn't meant to be straight after.
No.
It was meant to be some time later on, and then the ring fell into legend. Blah blah blah. Interesting seeing all this stuff about the Southlands, like being within the border of Mordor, and actually not that far from Mount Doom, really.
I'm really glad you sent across that map, because I did think the map she had with the kind of the square of mountains, that was Mordor.
The thing that we found out was a map.
Yeah, but I just had in my head that the Southlands was a separate continent.
No, I'd assumed it was the south,
south of Middle Earth is what I thought. I thought you had Middle Earth, and I thought you'd have a continent to the east, one to the south.
No, the Southlands is just an area of it, the same as what Rohan is.
Yeah, it made sense.
Yeah,
and obviously I said during the because I was talking about Gondor, and I said about how is Gondor around at this point? And because obviously that was the king of all men, but it wasn't the king of all men as such, because obviously talk about the Rohan, there was a king of Rohan, wasn't there? And I think Gondor was more seen as the
it was
kind of
Gondor's
like
king, wasn't it? Yeah,
it was Gondor's king, but Gondor's king was seen. I always thought, like, when Aragorn took the throne, he was like the
I think
overall.
it was
almost like the capital, wasn't it? It was almost like
that's what I was about to say. Yeah, I
they're
think
all
it was
kings,
like
but he was they're all kings, but he was more seen as the the kind of the leader of those,
the ruling king
of all kings.
Yeah, the king of kings and that kind of thing. Yeah, but it's interesting to see this all coming together, see these locations. The actual looking at this map.
Because Aragorn was a Isildur's heir, wasn't he? Yeah, to Isildur.
Yes, that is what they. Yeah. But but Aragorn isn't a human.
No.
Yeah, because they talk about Isildur's heir, and Boromir's like, Isildur needs no heir. No, Gondor needs no king, isn't it? That's what he says. And I don't know.
We'll find. I'm sure we're going to find out. I'm sure they're going to be linking. I'm sure they're going to be linking stuff into this.
I don't know whether or not he's his. No, he's supposed to. Yeah, he's supposed to be a descendant of Isildur, isn't he?
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure he is.
I know. I know. You said Aragorn's not human as such, but I'm guessing you don't know who gets married, and you don't know whether the.
I'm sure some people out there know, Jez.
Yeah, I'm sure there is.
And if you're one of those who do know in the comment, we'd be interested to know a little bit about his
Well, it's
heritage.
not a spoiler, is it? It's not.
No,
we kind of know. We know where this is going to go and where this ends. So it's just filling in some of the gaps. But yeah,
I mean, we don't know right now that Isildur or his dad or his sister are Elendil necessarily.
Yeah, no, we don't know
because they are. They're very human-ish, but they live longer lives than humans. And in fact, actually, if you go off the movies, that bit doesn't even get spoken about unless you're watching the director's cuts. The whole thing about Aragorn living a longer life than a human that's in the director's cut of Return of the King, I think.
Right.
I don't think that's even in the cinematic version. So you'd have to know the books, or you'd have to know the director's cuts to even be aware that Aragorn doesn't live a human life. Because hell, when you hear Elrond talking to Arwen, she's talking about how she'll give up her elvenness to live a human life, and it's like, he ain't gonna live a human life. He already lives longer than humans.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're going massively off topic of this series. I thought it was interesting to see Isildur working the ship.
Yes.
I thought that was a cool thing to see pop up. I also noted down that it was find out that Halbrand was the king of the Southlands.
Yeah.
But obviously, interesting little link there being that the Southlands were the area that really sided with Morgoth.
Yeah.
So his.
He said it was even in blood, wasn't it, to side
Exactly.
with them?
So his ancestors would have, as he said, been the people who really swore an oath to Morgoth.
Yeah.
So at some point, Galadriel would have been directly fighting against his.
Yeah, the Southlands. Yeah.
And his family. Definitely the old queen there. Something's going on. The queen of Númenor.
Yeah. It's interesting how there's different areas within that kingdom that obviously the actual city itself and her and they're very anti-elves, but
now
there's other areas which are very much pro elves and.
Well, they said that the old king or whatever got kind of booted out, right? Or like whoever he was got kind of cast out because of him still being
loyal to the elves,
loyal to the elves. Yeah. So interesting stuff. What else did definitely interesting to see what the princess or the queen who then went to her father, like her worrying about the elves' arrivals. Interesting to see what that means. And of course the big ending point being Adar appearing.
Yes.
And is this Sauron?
I don't know. They pointed towards it, haven't they?
They pointed towards it, which makes me think makes it more likely it isn't.
But the kind of the armor around his hands was very Sauron-esque. Obviously, he didn't have any mask on. You know, I don't know. We're going to find out, aren't we?
Yeah.
I do really like the idea of seeing a Sauron like before he turns into what he turns into.
Well, it's more that Sauron disguising himself, really. He already is what we know him to be, but he disguises himself as other things. It's how he sort of gets elves and other people to do what he wants them to do. It's more that he is better at deception and disguise than...
Yeah, because they just refer to him, in the first episode, they refer to him as this sorcerer that...
Yeah.
Worked with,
well, like I said to you,
Morgoth.
like he's... As far as I'm aware, he deceives the elves into thinking he is an elf and crafting the rings and stuff. Like, that's...
Right.
So, that's kind of how that goes about. I don't know all the details on that, but that's just little bits of history that I am aware of, that he appears very elven.
Okay.
Or can choose to. Anyway. Gotta say, the old Harfoot, they're some fucking harsh bastards.
Yeah, I know. They are ruthless, absolutely ruthless. They come across, don't they?
Reading the book.
Yeah, they come across like the first two episodes that they're so like real family orientated and a community that help one another. No.
Well, they are as long as you can keep up.
Yeah, as long as you can keep up. If you fall behind, you're screwed. See you later.
I got
never
it,
family off the list.
When they were reading through the Remembering Those Who Had Fallen Behind, like for the most part, most of them were like, like they got, I don't know, wolves got them, or they've
landslide,
got a hit, or a landslide. And it's like, okay, if they get, there's not a lot you can do there, but mate, he's got a broken ankle. Like, come on.
It's just they just need like one person to.
Yeah,
to help out.
You just gave a little bit of assistance, but it's like, nah,
you're at the back. If you fall behind, you're done.
Yeah, and then literally like old Lenny Henry, can't remember character name, sorry. He, after they found out the stranger was there with them.
Sadok Burrows. Yeah, I've got some of the names.
That's it. After they found out the stranger was with them, he kind of defended Nori and was like, no, look, she could make mistakes. And then a moment later, it was like,
you're at the back.
They can go at the back. So we're not gonna.
I know
say,
the dad's
like,
got a broken ankle. That's screwed.
Yeah. We'll leave the world to deal with them.
Yeah.
So cold fucking blooded.
Yeah, cold
blooded. Interesting getting to see a warg pop up. It did look very much like what we saw, didn't it, in the first episode?
Yeah.
It was interesting that we saw that, and then we've literally seen nothing else of it.
No. I suppose it was
like
just...
It's not reappeared. It's nothing. I mean, maybe at some point something's going to happen with it. They're actually, from looking at this map, the Harfoot are not that far from the Southlands right now.
No, when I looked at the map, they're just north of the Southlands.
They're just north of where Mordor is. Yeah, so they're not. So I don't know what direction their migration is, but I hope it ain't south. I bet it's south. If it's going to get colder and crappier, they're going to probably be heading south, right? Yeah. So if they're heading south, they're going to find themselves very soon in a sticky situation.
Yes, yeah.
No Elrond this episode?
No. You saw him on the on that painting?
Yes, yeah. You spot. I didn't.
Well, I thought it was him. Yeah. It looked very much like him. Yeah.
But Galadriel mentioned knowing somebody in the picture and then saying she was closer with their brother. So I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Because I wasn't repaying. I was writing a note at that point. I think. So I wasn't sure. Was it Elrond? The picture was the picture of Elrond's brother who just happens to look.
Oh, it could have been
just
like
him.
Have been,
I don't know because I wasn't looking at that point. So. I just stopped writing notes.
It was just showing the friendship, wasn't it? It was just showing the friendship between the elves and their kind.
And those humans, yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously the orcs are searching for something. Assumption would be it's that sword, right?
Yeah, cut off sword, surely, because that's obviously got some power.
Yeah. And out of our elves that are up on the watchtower, Arondir is the only one left now.
Yeah, he looks pretty screwed at this point, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Do you notice his mate getting a bit of a Boromir in? Like, just lined with arrows. When he escaped, and then you saw him up on the ridge, and he was just stood there with an arrow in him.
You never beat that. You never beat the Boromir true hero's death, though.
Boromir went down like a champ.
Proper champ.
Went down like a champ.
Yeah.
So we've obviously got something come up with these sea trials with Isildur. That's what his dad mentions. Is that the direction that Galadriel's going to try and head? Obviously, because they're going to be heading out into the ocean, right, to do whatever these trials are.
Yeah, no, they're going to end up in Middle Earth, maybe.
Can go? Yeah, is that the route they're thinking they can go to? Get off from this, get off of the region.
Yeah, possibly.
Guess we'll probably find out next week.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
Cool. That's kind of everything I've noted down. I'm enjoying it. A lot so far. I think it's really good.
Yeah.
I think worth a shout out to the prosthetics on the orcs.
Oh, they were great. Yeah, the orcs are really good.
Yeah, the orcs are amazing.
And I liked all their kind of armor as well, and the sheets that they were using. It was like some sort of animal skin. It looked like snake skin or like alligator skin type.
Yeah,
type stuff.
It's
wasn't
very
it?
cool.
I really like that.
I didn't think the face of the creature last episode looked that great. I thought the body looked pretty good. I didn't think the face looked great.
Yeah, but I just thought again, this is where I think that they might be more goblin-esque. The tunnel diggers, they might be a slightly different breed.
Well, yeah, because they had like bladey fingers and stuff, right?
Yeah, they had
a red face rather. Yeah, they didn't look quite so orky.
Yeah, they weren't so orky. They had those real kind of like big like bladey nails, and their faces were more kind of They were more inset. Yeah, more like flatter. Like more inset features. Different type of skin. It almost felt compared to these.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But these things look really cool.
They're really good.
I don't know if there was any digital enhancement done on them afterwards. Any work at all? It didn't really look like it. It just looked like very good prosthetics.
Yeah.
But again, this was more where how we were talking about like how clean it looks. Like they look super sharp.
Yeah.
All the detail, not bad sharp. I mean, as in just like the pores of the skin and.
Yeah.
Now we mentioned that being a bit, not always looking great for super close-ups of humans, but like for really picking up the details on those orcs and looking at the calluses and like all the boils and the one who was wearing the helmet who got shanked in the neck with a stick. Under his helmet, you could see like this red, like real sore area, obviously from where the helmet had been rubbing and stuff. It's very cool.
It's really good. Yeah, you can tell a lot of money and time has been put into.
Oh yeah.
Into that.
And like you mentioned, Númenor looked amazing.
Yeah. I was really impressed with that place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Anything else you want to chat about with this one, Jez?
No. I'm good.
Cool. Okay. Well, thank you for watching, everybody. Hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, please remember to like and subscribe. Leave a comment below. No crazy spoilers, but if you've got, a little bit of information about the relationship between Isildur and Aragorn, I'd be interested in hearing some of that. And plus anything else here where you're like, oh, just so you know, this place is near here, or this place is linked to that place. Like that's always interesting to hear. If you have enjoyed this, you can also head over to allmaverick.com where you can check out our videos, our blogs, and our podcasts. And you can go to twitch.tv/allmaverick live on a Tuesday and Thursday evening where we're playing some of our favourite games. And if you want to check out some All Maverick merch, allmaverickmerch.com. Go and check it out for t-shirts and hoodies.
Actually wearing our All Maverick rainbow hoodie at the moment.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. There you go. You're wearing a hoodie. I'm still too warm for a hoodie, mate. Want to come and talk to us more directly about these things? Of course you do. Why don't you? If you think we are the worst informed people you've ever watched, and you'd like to tell us that directly,
we do get that sometimes. Yeah, come on.
Don't do it on the YouTube comments. Come and do it on our Discord.
Praise us on YouTube, and then come and call us idiots on Discord.
Yeah, on Discord. That's fine. That's what most people do. So come join the Discord server. There's links to that in the description below, and come and chat with us. We do genuinely love talking about TV shows.
Yeah.
We had a lot of chat about Wheel of Time whilst that was going on. And we'd love to kick off some conversations about Rings of Power.
Be great.
Okay, everybody.
Thanks for watching.
Thank you for watching, and we will see you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye.